In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Social Review Crusher. So with that said, I'm going to jump straight in. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to log into our host and control panel where you're going to host this app. It's usually domainname.com/cpanel. So you can see mine here. Then the next thing we want to do is we want to go down to MySQL databases. And then I'm going to call this database Crush2 and click Create Database. I'm just going to make a note of that in Notepad. Click Go Back. Then we want to create a username and a password for our database. And then click Create User. So I'm just going to make a note of that now. Click Go Back. Then the last thing we need to do is we need to add our username to our database. So user Crush2 to the database Crush2, and then click Add. All privileges, make changes. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is, once you've downloaded Social Review Crusher, you need to extract the zip file. Now, all I've done is, in FTP I've just created a folder called SR Crusher. So all you need to do is just drag and drop these files into that folder and let it upload. Or the other way to do it is to use File Manager inside your host and control panel and just extract the zip file. But remember to delete the zip file after you've done it. So now that's done, what we're going to do is we're going to go to where I've uploaded this app, and then I'm going to go to /install.php. There we go. So the next thing we need to do is just click Next. Then we want to put in host name. It's usually localhost. It's a universal setting. Pretty much 99% of hosts use localhost. We're going to put in our username, our database name, and then our password. And then we're going to click Next. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to put in site URL. So site URL is where you've installed it. So for this, it'll be, for me, WordPressVideoWizard.com/SR Crusher. Okay, now we're going to skip these bits and we're going to do these bits in a bit. Now, admin ID. What you do is you click your username on Facebook and then just replace www with graph. And this page will load. All you need to do is just copy your ID number here in between the quote marks and then just paste that in here. Now your API ID you get from the members area, but for this I'm just going to use this and demo. Now footer link, you can have whatever you want. My marketing company, sorry for the spelling mistake there. And then footer link URL, I'm just going to use Google. Now you can rebrand this and use your own header, but you can do that at a later time. You don't need to do that now. So the next thing we need to do is go back to Facebook, and then we're going to go to developers.facebook.com and then click Apps, and then create new app. App name SR Crusher 2. And then all you've got to do is click Continue. Enter the code, CAPTCHA. Continue. Just let that load while it creates the app. Okay. So the only thing we need to do is Page tab and App on Facebook. So Canvas URL is just where we've installed it, / like so. And then secure Canvas URL is the same, but with HTTPS. You can find out if you've got SSL on your server. Usually all hosting accounts come with a shared one. And then canvas width and height, we're just going to put on fluid. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is page tab name. I'm just going to call it SR Crusher. Now you can call this whatever you want, such as marketing company reviews. So if your marketing company is called, like mine is Step Ahead, be Step Ahead reviews. Page tab URL is where you've installed it again. So if we just copy this top one, the Canvas URL, and then / feedback.php, and I'm just going to copy that to the secure and just add an S. Now you can create your own image for this. I'm not going to bother for now because I'm just showing you how to install it. But you can have your own icon that shows on your customer's Facebook page. And then all you want to do is just click Save Changes. And that's our app created. So if we go back to our install, you'll see Facebook Application ID. And that's here. So if we copy that. Make sure there's no space at the beginning, like so. And then if we select our Facebook secret, app secret, copy that and paste that in. And then all we do is we just click next. And then you'll see, congratulations, feedback system installed. Now the next step is very important. All you have to do is delete install.php. So if you're in FTP, just hit delete. And if you use File Manager, just go in and delete install.php. Okay, so now if we go back to our apps, just click apps. You can see we've got a Canvas page. Now this is where your app's hosted on Facebook. This is where we're going to administrate the whole system. So if you copy your Canvas page and then just paste that and go, you'll see you are logging into SR Crusher 2. Click Go to App. And then it's saying would like permission. Just click Allow. These are your client's pages. Okay, so this is the app on Facebook. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Add App to a Page. I'm going to select my dev page and then click Add SR Crusher 2. And now, if we click that, you can see that we have the app. Just let it load up a minute. Already there. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how to personalize this page. So if we go back to our main app, you'll see at the bottom, my dev page, settings, moderate feedback, view page. I'm just going to click settings. Now from in here you can customize it, so I'm just going to do email as demo@demo.com, phone, website. The banner text is here, what this is. So I'm just going to put something like, here is what some of our customers have to say. Now we can specify a thank you message. Thank you for leaving us your feedback. Okay, color scheme blue. Now you can add a logo. See if I've got a logo here. Okay, I'll just use this one. Then I'm just going to click Save Settings. And there you go. So if we go back to our page and refresh, you can see the URL, which is hyperlinked, our email, our phone, our logo, So now all your customers have to do is just leave a review. So if your customer leaves a rating of 5 stars and types in, "You definitely want to check this out, these guys rock, and I will be definitely using them again in the future." Okay, and I'll just fix them typos. And then your user clicks add review. You'll see thank you for leaving us your feedback, and then you can go back to your page. Now here's the clever part. Okay, now if we go home and then we click moderate feedback, you can see that our feedback's there. All we have to do is click activate it, and then if we go back to our feedback page on our client site, it automatically pulls my picture, inserts my review, and as you can see, you can click it and you can see that it's a real person. Now, if it's bad feedback you don't want, just deactivate it and then it'll disappear. Like so. And then you can also delete it. So that's a quick overview of how to set everything up, how to add it to a page. Now, the other thing that I'm going to tell you here is, once your client has had this added to the page, when they go to this app, they can view feedback and activate it and deactivate it themselves. They can't mess with any of these settings. They can't even change their own page settings, the logo or anything like that. All they'll see is moderate feedback. So with that said, that's how you install it, and have fun.